Hey, welcome everybody. This is ToutSuite, and we are happy to be here. Thank you so much for having us, Susan. We are here to promote Ink's next party at Eiko's. It's coming up September 23rd, 6 to 9 p.m. We got live music, flowers everywhere, dancing. The band coming up from Santa Barbara is killer. iTunes is supplying the rest of the music. More sponsors than I can mention right now until I get my list. So for the time being, I'm gonna have everybody go around the table. Let us know how you're involved in the party and what it is you're doing in the Napa Valley. Why you're here. You can start over here.
Hi, I'm Christina Julian, and I'm a writer. I wrote the singles Nightlife Napa story that's in the issue, and I write all over Napa, write, wine, and eat.
That's right, and she will be dancing it up on the 23rd.
Live in the singles.
My name is Kent Higginbotham, and I'm with Squire Livery Tours, and I write for the Napa Valley Life Mischievous Inc. Driver.
I'm Christine Trice, and my company is OMG. I still need a glass of wine, or I'm going to sell my kids. I'm also a contributing writer for Mischievous Inc., and I most recently wrote an article featuring Heidi Barrett.
There it is.
Yeah. I'm Tosh Giles. I work for the Napa Film Festival doing social media.
He's here mostly because he matches well with the cover. Yeah, we planned this. It was planned. And well done, sir. It's hard to find that color blue, but you did it.
Hi, my name is Jake Rand. I'm the executive chef at Eiko's restaurant. We'll be hosting the party for Mischievous Inc. and everybody they're bringing down, so we're really excited to have them.
Do you want to talk a little bit about some of the food that's going to be going around, or some of the ideas?
Yeah, so we're going to be highlighting a little bit, what we've become, known for around the valley, which is, having kind of fresh Japanese fusion food. So not only will we have some past appetizers that include, some sushi, maybe some ceviche style stuff, but we'll be passing around some nice cooked food items, like maybe some chili shrimp and some of our signature stuff like the tuna pizza, Japanese buffalo wings, hamachi bonbons, things that people love and they come in for. So
I go there for lunch. Erica, who will introduce herself shortly, we go over there for lunch at least once a week, and it's true. It's not just the sushi that's killer. It's also all the all the mains and things that they do. It's also a fantastic place to host a party because outdoor there are fire pits. Indoor there are really two separate spaces. One that's a very loungy bar, and then more of a kind of larger restaurant space, but all of it's wide open, really well designed, and it's got that swanky feel, and it's still really down to earth though, so I think it'll have just the right acoustics and vibe for our party.
Speaking of the bar, they've got really great cocktails and a great sake list too.
They
so
do. And if you like football,
sparkling hula shoe, which is great. So
yeah,
wow, Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, Thursday Night Football.
That's right.
UFC fights, we got it all.
Brought to you by Eiko.
Yeah, totally. Hi everybody, I'm Carrie Hardy. I work for the film festival as well, doing social media and also wine partner outreach and marketing.
I'm Erica Presser, and I work with 7x7 and Mischievous Inc. with Ian White here in Napa, and just helping promote the party and do everything from finding wine and cheese vendors and flowers and you name it.
Yeah, so some of the people that are going to be in attendance, we've got Cheese from Cypress Grove, who as always have supplied just the best of the cheeses, and they don't just make fantastic local cheese, they make towers and all kinds of really cool like architectural things with their cheese, and so that makes it even cooler and visually astounding. Silverado Vineyards, who will hopefully be joining us any minute, they're a big wine sponsor, so they're going to be pouring wine during the event, and then there'll be specials at the bar for the wines that they've chosen. I know there'll be a Sauvignon Blanc, and I'm not sure what the other options will be, but without Silverado Vineyards, none of this would be possible. We've got the Ondas. Ondas is where all of our stars are going to be staying. That ranges from Bruno Ybarra, the director of iTunes, to the band from Santa Barbara. We'll also be also the Westin will be hosting some of our guests. So really thank you to the Ondas and to the Westin. Color Zone prints everything for us. They've also done a lot of printing at the different wineries. So if you don't know Josh Feller or Lee Kuiper from Color Zone and you need something printed, even a wall, hook up with them. Of course, ToutSuite, I could talk more about that, but you're watching it, so that would be awkward. I'm getting that. Vinny Bag, great product for shipping your wine. San Francisco's coming, pumped on that. So San Francisco is a bunch of guys who were in the X Games and afterwards started a t-shirt company. What they do is they go to all the hottest parties in San Francisco and they print t-shirts right then and there with special logos, with all kinds of different cool things that you want, but specifically for this event, they're going to be doing a cross between Silverado's logo, our logo, and just putting it wherever you want on the t-shirt, whatever you want. They're hip guys, high mohawks, and a lot of fun. So you get a t-shirt with that. We're gonna have live painting from Penelope and Aaron. They kill it as always. And they will also be auctioning off some of the paintings, so a chance to get like a $2,000 piece of art for like $500. Wine Country Party and Events is hooking up all of the different rentals, so the red carpets, all the other things that are going to be leading you up to the step and repeat, where you get your photo in front of all the logos, and all those photos will be going in the magazine afterwards. Film Festival, as always, helping to promote, and through Noble Rod are going to be doing all kinds of cool projection things on the wall to hopefully keep the mood trippy and cool. Soiree, thank you. They'll be bringing their wine decanters, Soiree wine decanters, Uptown Theater, and Noble Rod, who I already said, Uptown Theater is donating some tickets. So that's really cool. Just about everybody here was at the last party. Kent, do you have anything you'd like to say about kind of how that went?
No, it was a great time. Just encourage you to come on down. You will be glad you did.
What about you?
I'd say, because when I was doing it was fun, and I think it was nightlife. Like when I was doing the nightlife article, a lot of what I heard was nightlife, Napa, it doesn't exist. And I think the party was a great example of it does exist. You have to get out and go out, and it was there. So it was fun.
Cool. Nice. And that's one of the things Inc. is really going to be trying to do is it's one thing to be able to report on things, especially newsworthy things, and there are lots of those, of course, in Napa Valley all over the place. But in order to really be media now, I believe that you have to be reporting the news and be newsworthy yourself. So these parties are an attempt to bring people, to bring vendors, to bring everything together in a way where people are talking about Inc., where they're talking about Napa Valley Life, where they're talking about our writers and contributors, because we are an event. We become newsworthy ourselves. And so that really is a major goal. I'm the wine country director for 7x7 magazine in San Francisco, and that's one of the reasons they're so successful is they're a part of the culture. They're writing from the culture to, they're of and from, as opposed to writing to and about. And you just can't do that unless you're local. So that's what we're trying to do for this scene. There is no single scene, there's no party scene, there are no Sunday sessions. We're going to try and change that, that entire thing. What do you think about the single scene in Napa?
Well, I've been married for about 2 years now, so I'm not too worried about the single scene. But I think that it's definitely important that you get out and just be in the mix in Napa.
All right, let's shake hands here. I don't see a ring on that finger.
No, I'm single in Napa.
All right. So ladies, this is where the stripping
watch out there.
Yeah.
You're a Pisces.
Okay, we have a love connection.
Do you want to switch that?
I know. All right, we planned this. I planned this.
No, it would be great. Sunday socials, Thirsty Thursdays, stuff like that we're used to from, I moved here from Denver, so it's a larger area, and a lot of things like that really catch on. It's like fun for not only just singles, but young people in general, whether you're married or not.
You don't have to be single to go out in Napa. You go out and enjoy it, and that there's a lot of single people there may even raise the energy of it. You just make it more interactive.
What about you? Let's see.
Oh, single.
All right.
Sure.
All right.
We don't need to talk about it.
I really do want to talk about it. I'd like to focus on this.
No, I actually like these parties, and I like what Ink's trying to do, just because it brings a lot of the people that we work with every day. I have an email out to everybody here sitting at this table, and you work with them day in and day out, and you don't get that opportunity all the time to actually sit down and have a glass of wine with them, or dance or party or anything like that. So it's great to party hard as much as you work hard with the people around you. So
This will be so welcome. I had to go out of town to get all 7 of my wives, so it will help a lot.
It's a beautiful family too.
Yeah.
Some of them I even divorced. Right?
Yeah. Also, another thing about this party is we're going to be launching the new logo for Napa Valley Life, and while I can't show it to you here, it is kind of hidden here. It's here and there on the website and on the ticket page, actually, for the event. You can definitely go there and check that out. Erica, do you remember what that ticket event page is for Eventbrite?
Oh, God.
putting you on the spot.
Seriously.
Eventbrite. I know it's Inc. too. At Eventbrite. Anyway, it's clearly a hole in our planning. So, right in, right now. What's that?
It'll be on our website.
It'll be on the ToutSuite website. See that? It's the god of ToutSuite, you heard. She's amazing. Quickly going through the magazine. So a lot of things will be changing in Napa Valley Life. The logo, the size, everything's it's just being taken up a notch. And Carrie Rule, who couldn't be here today because she's with her husband racing cars in the desert, actually, which is really cool. I'm sure would be happy to let you know that is going down. The magazine is taking a big step in, I think in forward direction, and not just in that it's becoming more a part of the culture around here, but the logo's getting hipper. The whole thing is just going to represent the new kind of youthful, exciting vibe that's taking over Napa Valley. You want to share that text with the rest of us?
No,
Well, no.
I'm tweeting. You see.
Oh, he's tweeting. Yes, that's right. Social media. Go team. So it's a different look. I'm not going to go through each of the articles, but yeah, talk about that a little bit. Talk about what you do and
about what I do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So me, or you're talking to the social media guy?
Well, aren't you both social media
Please retweet
people? Yes.
So I have a brand that I developed. OMG. I still need a glass of wine, or I'm going to sell my kids. And the party really happens on Facebook. It's lifestyle parenting, but it's very wine centric. Because for selfish reasons, I love wine, so I'll do anything I can to bring me to wine country. So we connected. I have a huge fan base of over 125,000 followers, and that has allowed me to connect with people like Ian, with Mischievous Inc. and Napa Valley Life, with Napa Film Festival, and other fabulous people here in the Napa Valley. So and now I'm writing for the magazine, and it's been a lot of fun. And I have to tell you, there's this, outside of Napa, there has been this perception that Napa's kind of a sleepy town. Once the wineries close at 5, everything goes to sleep in the town. And with this whole cultural resurgence in Napa, it's been fabulous that there is now a connection, and Mischievous Inc. really is that connection for people to see what's going on in Napa, because there are things to do until the wee hours, and it's really hip and cool.
All right, that's what we like to hear. While I'm thinking about it, we'd also like to mention Toolbox, who is the official wine this month at ToutSuite, and Katie Hamilton Schaefer, who seems to be the official sponsor of just about everything in Napa Valley these days.
Yes.
No, the girl is everywhere.
Yes,
she's
she is.
killing it, whether it's Feast It Forward or any of her other projects. It's like wherever you go, she's got her hands in it, and she's behind it, and she's doing a great job. So thank you for that, and for the wine, Katie. We're hoping to have another guest or two, and I heard a door close, so I don't know if that's going to be the... Oh, we have a ghost?
We have a ghost, not a guest.
Oh, nice. We're going to interview him briefly. No, I'm just kidding. All right, well, I think that's pretty much going to wrap up our session, unless anybody else has something to say about the upcoming party, which happens to be coming up on the 23rd from 6 to 9 at Eiko's. They're going to be past apps, live band, flowers everywhere, Cypress Grove cheese, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. And the life of the party. What do you think about that, Rick?
I think it's fabulous.
So we were just talking about how great the party's going to be. So this is the official host. I'm a host via association.
It was the host with the great idea.
That's right. I came up with the idea, but we couldn't be doing it without his executive chef as well. So he was telling us a little about your spot. But why don't you tell us a little more?
Wow, yeah, a little bit more. So, wait here a little.
I covered all the bad things.
You cover all the bad
And we
things?
all did our signature dance as well.
Well,
So you may want to
yeah.
start
When you
with
brought it, I think the signature dance, I'll leave that up to Jake.
All right.
It's the Macarena.
Yeah, all right.
Actually, I was pretty excited when you were talking about, I was talking about the first one you did at Carpe Diem and all the exciting stuff, and it was kind of I was looking for the same crowd you're looking for. I was trying, what is Mischievous Inc. and what do they do? And he's had the wilder side of the Napa lifestyle, and they've always thought of the old funky guys and stuff. So, and I said, you're right, it is. Everyone in the wine business thinks it's kind of a stuffy business, and there's a bunch of sommeliers and fancy people at the vineyards, and they don't think that the kids and all the wineries are fun today. So I thought it'd be a great idea. It fits our sushi, our kind of modern restaurant, to bring something kind of new to Napa like that. So a big party is always a lot of fun, so we love to host it.
Yeah, and for us it makes it easy because they've had a couple of other parties that sell out on their own, so just their name brand and kind of what they do anyway has really been a big mover for parties and for singles and for locals in general around here. So it's not just the food, it's the bar, it's the fire pits, it's the scene. Whenever it's a Friday after work, it's always like, what do you want to do? It's typically, let's go over there. So it's good news.
That's where Eiko's.
Yeah, exactly.
That's I think where we're going from here.
Absolutely. Well, now that football, and I'm just going to keep talking about football, but I can't. It's my favorite spot to watch that as well. Right behind that bar.
You know, it's kind of funny. People don't even think of us for football and TVs and stuff. I think they think of us more for just kind of a nice atmosphere, bar scene, outdoors, the big windows. In fact, we've been trying to seat a lot of people outside, but because our property has such huge windows, it feels like you're inside even, you're outside even when you're inside. So people don't even like to sit out as much when they sit inside because they feel like they're in this big open space. A little bit like this, but if you could put just all windows up on the wall.
Right, and koi fish on the floor. Right?
Koi fish, yeah, I'm not big on feeding fish any day, so it's a lot easier to put them on the floor.
Yeah.
They take better care of themselves.
Yeah, a whole lot less work.
I'd like to chime in just because I don't feel like I've really gotten my fair share of airtime. But
Yeah, jeez.
we went to Eiko's the other day and brought some guests and my clients and my wife, and I just loved it. And I think one of the things that I wanted to say that I liked so much about it was fun. Rick would just really enjoyed it. The staff, there was laughter going on. It was a good vibe. The food was phenomenal. I'm not much of a sushi person. I like it all. But I did. My friends were actually very good and well-renowned foodies, and they absolutely thought it was world-class as far as the...
You mentioned you're not a sushi person. Actually, that's kind of why I built the place the way I did. There's tons of great sushi restaurants out there, and then there's kind of a lot of other great infused, like the Roy's and stuff that you see around. So my concept of this restaurant was to take a really upper-end sushi like a Nobu's or Makuni's or something like that, and combine a menu like Roy's or something that has a lot of cooked entrees. So when I got together with my chef Jake Rand, I said, this is the... I thought that the great sushi restaurants missed about...
Single, by the way.
Single? Yes. Yeah.
Looking for a Pisces?
No, he's always... Yeah, so don't sit at the top bar because you'll be getting asked out by my chef. Just kidding. or do sit at the top bar if you're looking for a date.
It's not true. Yes, not yes.
Exactly. So the concept of the restaurant was to kind of feed all the great sushi food. Like, I'm a sushi, but some days I just don't feel like sushi. I want to go in and have, maybe we have some great spare ribs or chili rock shrimp. And we did even a fried rice. My son said that everybody likes a fried rice dish no matter what time of the year it is, especially when it's cold. So we have a duck confit that has been extremely popular, which is just fried rice and duck and a fried duck egg on top with edamame and onions and fried ginger. It's just delicious. So there's a lot of great items at Eiko's. Yeah, I talk about the food from...
Take the show on the road.
Yeah, Japanese sweet scallops.
Thanks for bringing me everything.
Well,
appreciate it.
Actually, that's another night. I think we're doing one for Doris Gentry on some evening thing. She likes a restaurant out there. So nonetheless, that's one you have to come to hers to get the food, I think.
So Kent, you didn't talk much about what you do exactly. He does write for Mischievous Inc., but he's also my favorite concierge driver in the Valley. So whenever I've got somebody of great importance to me, I always send him to Kent, and Kent tells me he's busy, and then I call him to let them know they're on their own. No, typically he finds someone.
We're just a one-car concierge tour company, and we tend to try to get you behind the scenes at the small little wineries where you get to hang out with the owners of the wineries. Better wine, less money for the wine, and just an intimate experience. So just one car, one show, one driver, that's me. So it's for better or for worse, I'm what you get, I guess. But
born and raised in the Valley, so what he's really able to bring to Inc. is with his, traveling every mile all the time, finding new places, revisiting places that are changing. And what he's able to bring is a perspective where he doesn't really owe anything to any one winery. He's seen this place change since he's grown up from, 8,000 to 80,000,
yeah, it's
whatever.
been an amazing transformation. I'm one of those locals that I've loved it. It's been fun to watch it go from 21 wineries to almost 500 now. So.
Right. Yeah.
Is that what there is, 500?
I think we're close to almost 500 bonded wineries. It gets a little confusing when you talk about tasting rooms and other wine companies as well.
And that's actually what you wrote about this time, right, Kent? You wrote about kind of what the differences are between those things. What is a cellar? What is a winery? What are those? And it's always in his kind but clever voice.
Yeah, it can be a little confusing without a doubt. When in doubt, just come and give one of us a call because we're all willing to help and lead you and guide you down the road.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything you'd like to add over there? You're part of so many events right now. Everywhere I go, she's already there.
Oh
so
gosh,
there's gotta
I'm kind of spinning. Okay, so
Go.
I know. So I guess everything I do is just so very wine centric, and it's just all about having a good time and working with great people, and that's what's been so great about working with everyone at Inc. And I just can't stress that enough. It brings me here. It gives me a good reason to come to Napa Valley, and it allows me the opportunity to learn all these great things and find new places in these family wineries, and then share it with my followers and allow that connection for people who don't live here in the Valley to know where to come, when they come here. It's not all about corporate Napa. There's some great gems here, and I love to share that with my followers.
Cool. And when you're on Facebook, Mischievous Inc. is the way to find us. Also, Napa Valley Life Inc. goes big at Eiko's is the name of the party. So type either one of those in, you'll find all the information. On the ToutSuite website, you'll find where you can get tickets. It's Inc2.eventbrite. Yeah, she nailed it this time. Yeah, this whole time you've been thinking about that. She did it. Say that one more time.
I got it. Inc2.eventbrite.com.
There it is, and it's on the website. It's on the website right now. But super appreciative for the hosts. Again, it's September 23rd. That's a Sunday session. It's going to go from 6 to 9 o'clock. We've got live music, guys driving up from Santa Barbara, flowers everywhere, red carpets, pulling out every last
Silverado Winery.
Here we go. The wine sponsor, Silverado Winery, has just joined us. So that's my third attempt at closing. It's
we do know he can find the restaurant because that's where he was. He called me from there, so we won't have to worry about him being late
bring
for
the
the party.
wines.
He will be able to find the restaurant as long as it's not held here.
Bring the wines. He's also coming the nude, so if you could put the pan. Yeah, all right. That is a quick repainting. I've never seen anything quite like that. I know, right? That's crazy. Welcome. Thank you for joining us, man.
Oh, thanks for having us. We're glad to be here.
Cool. So Russ Weiss, a close friend of mine, the GM over at Silverado, was kind enough to step up and sponsor this next party. Our last sponsors were fantastic as well. That's Pays You, Via Dare, both really stepped up, and John Anthony Vineyards, and they did a great job at the last party. But this time we only wanted and needed one because these guys stepped up, and he'll tell you a little bit about the wine that he's bringing and the winery he came from.
Excellent. So I'm from Silverado Vineyards, and today I brought the Miller Ranch Sauvignon Blanc, little single vineyard Sauvignon Blanc from the south end of Napa. Really gorgeous, expressive Sauvignon Blanc, a little bit of grapefruit, a lot of citrus, just a little bit of cilantro, and I think because we blend a little bit of Semillon back in there that sees a lot of neutral oak, that is just a really great example of a Napa Valley Sauvignon Blanc. And are you guys all trying it? Is that what's going on?
No, we're about to.
No, all right. I figure you guys probably
Fantastic wine, Katie.
Karen's like, nah.
Do we have an extra glass somewhere around here, or someone who's willing to? One of the singles maybe will share it to you. Okay. Yeah, we got some glasses right there.
Anybody else?
So Russ came out, we had lunch with Rick, and he was trying it with a bunch of the different foods that they were serving there. And there were some perfect pairings, some that weren't as good, but that is kind of the nature of the beast. And I was in Italy recently, and there was an old Italian woman who had a winery and a restaurant. She informed me, she said, you never pair the wine with the food, you pair the wine with the emotion. It's the first date, you want the spicy wine. It's the last date, you want the boring wine. You do not want to spice things up when you're saying goodbye. So I found it really intriguing that she said that. She said, look at your company first, look at the people around you, look at the vibe that's around you, and pick a wine that pairs with that. And no matter what, the food will go well because you've chosen the food to serve to this particular group. So choose your wine based on the group. That said, there were some killer things that we found that paired with this wine that he was making.
So Jake and Erica definitely need a spicy wine for their first date.
That's right.
Oh,
That's right. Which I guess this technically is.
First part of the segment, we made a love connection.
Yeah, that's right.
Pure chemistry, I think.
Yeah. No,
She put the
said
criteria.
single,
Single,
Pisces.
yes.
Yeah, between the ages
Alive and everything involved. All the criteria.
between the ages of 15 and 25. So
It just got interesting.
I think the rule is half plus 6 or half plus 7.
Half plus 7, is that the rule?
I don't know.
I didn't read that book. I'm just gonna.
No, we're really excited about the party coming up. So how are things going on that side? They're pretty excited out there at Eiko's, I know.
Everything's locked down. I mean, the band is good. They're booked. I mean, we have more rooms. I mean, everybody's just giving more than we thought that they would, and we've already sold 90 tickets. So, and we just started promoting Wednesday?
Yeah.
So that was yesterday. So it must have been Tuesday. Yeah, we just started promoting Tuesday, and we've sold 90 of the 300 tickets we intend to sell. And so I guess they're just about a third gone.
Well, we're going to show our place off. We're going to have some of our best food. We're going to do a lot of tray passing. Jake's going to come up with a lot of great new stuff just for the event. So I think it'll be a very special day at Eiko. So
yeah.
I know you're going to love the food.
And the wine's going to be killer. I can speak to
We're
that.
gonna have a lot of fun.
Before. Yeah, absolutely.
There's going to be a lot more.
And do you want to talk a little bit about Silverado and just kind of the terrace you guys? I've hosted lunches on their terrace before. It's one of the best views in the valley.
Great, thank you so much. So Silverado, we are a 31-year-old family-owned winery, 100% family-owned. There's no corporate holdings whatsoever. The really cool thing about what we do is we're entirely estate-grown, so we're not making wine with fruit that we're not growing ourselves. We do that on 6 acres. 6 vineyards, about 400 acres. We've been sort of a staple here in the Napa Valley since 1981. Our owners, very interesting people. Actually, Walt Disney's daughter is our owner. Her husband, Ron Miller. Though there's no Disney holdings or anything like that. No affiliation. But it's a really great, relaxing place. We welcome everybody. We're not an appointment-only winery. Come on up, taste at the bar, come hang out with us. We like to have a lot of fun. We like to show off the place. If you want a little walk around, just come up and ask for me. I'm happy to show you around. Great artwork collection and a gorgeous state-of-the-art winery. It's just a really fun place to come and relax.
Costumes okay?
Costumes are great.
Yeah. Welcome. Disney costumes
Yeah.
are welcome.
If you have that, if you're into it, by all means. You're welcome.
So you can second date could be in
Second
costume.
date.
He's already kind of got one up on you.
Rick's not kidding about the costumes.
Oh no, I wasn't kidding. My wife has a full closet of costumes, and just recently we went to, not the kind of costumes that you might be thinking of, but not like they're actually regular costumes.
Yeah, she wrote the singles article.
These are costumes you could actually wear outside. Could be wedding dresses, could be just about anything. So you might see her up in Silverado, maybe a Pink Panther in her arm or something.
We'd love to have her.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't drink anything.
You say that now.
Yes. See if we can change that.
Remember that, you have that on.
That's right. All right, so I'm going to try to sign off one more time. Thank you guys all for coming. This has been a focus on Mischievous Inc. coming up at Eiko's on September 23rd from 6 to 9 p.m. featuring all the sponsors we've already talked about, but basically just a killer time. It doesn't matter if you're single, couple, married, whatever. There'll be something fun for you. But get ready to dance, get ready to eat some really good food. Thank you everybody for coming, and all the information is on the website. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Cheers.